Hey everyone, welcome to Simplilearn. Talking about Bluetooth. So, Bluetooth technology has revolutionized how we connect devices, offering seamless file sharing, wireless audio, and peripheral connections. However, these conveniences come with significant security risk. Attackers can exploit vulnerabilities in Bluetooth to gain unauthorized access to your device and data. Imagine you're in a bustling coffee shop, working on your laptop with Bluetooth headphones on. Unknown to you, an attacker nearby is silently targeting your device. This is not a far-fetched scenario. In 2017, researchers discovered BlueBorne, a vulnerability that allowed attackers to take control of devices, access data, and spread malware without any interaction from the user. This story underscores the real and present danger of Bluetooth vulnerabilities, highlighting the critical need for robust security measures. And before we commence, guys, with the topic, I have a quick info for you.
Craving a career upgrade? Subscribe, like, and comment below. Dive into the link in the description to fast-track your ambitions. Whether you're making a switch or aiming higher, Simplilearn has your back.
If you are an aspiring cybersecurity professional looking for online training and certification from prestigious universities and in collaboration with leading experts to enhance your credibility, then search no more. Simplilearn's postgraduate program in cybersecurity from MIT University in collaboration with EC Council should be your right choice. For more details, use the link in the description box and pinned comment. With that, guys, let's get started. And there's a question, guys. We do not support or encourage black hat hacking or any illegal activities. So this video is purely for educational purposes to help you understand Bluetooth vulnerabilities and how to protect your devices. We will now show the actual process of hacking. So our goal is to inform and raise awareness about potential security risk so that you can take the necessary steps to secure your devices. Always conduct security testing responsibly and with permission. Use this knowledge to enhance cybersecurity, not to exploit it. So let's start with the first topic, that is how Bluetooth has advanced things. So the number one reason is the convenient connectivity. So Bluetooth enables wireless communication between devices such as smartphones, laptops, headphones, and smart home devices, eliminating the need for cables. Then there's the IoT integration. It plays a crucial role in the Internet of Things, that is, allowing devices to connect and interact seamlessly. And then comes the health and fitness segment. So Bluetooth technology is integral in wearable devices like fitness trackers and medical devices, enabling real-time data sharing and monitoring. Then comes automotive industry. Bluetooth provides hands-free communication and wireless media streaming in vehicles. And then we will move to types of Bluetooth vulnerabilities. And here are some. Number one is BlueBorne. So this vulnerability allows attackers to take control of Bluetooth-enabled devices without the need for pairing or user interaction. And its impact is it can enable remote code execution, data theft, and the spread of malware across devices. BlueBorne attacks can be launched without needing the victim to pair with the attacker's device. By scanning for devices with Bluetooth enabled, attackers can exploit multiple vulnerabilities within the Bluetooth stack, allowing them to take control of the device, intercept communication, and spread malware. Then coming bias, that is Bluetooth impersonation attacks. So this attack exploits flaws in the Bluetooth authentication process, allowing attackers to impersonate a previously trusted device. And its impact is it can result in unauthorized access to devices and sensitive information. Bias attacks exploit a flaw in the Bluetooth standards authentication procedure. When a Bluetooth device reconnects to another device, it may not properly authenticate, assuming it's the same device that was previously paired. So attackers exploit this by impersonating the trusted device, gaining unauthorized access to the device and its data. And then comes HID spoofing. So attackers can spoof human interface device, that is HID, such as keyboards or mouse, to send malicious inputs to a Bluetooth enabled device. And its impact is this can lead to unauthorized commands being executed on the device for the data manipulation and potential system compromise. And the security measures you could take to prevent these attacks is disable Bluetooth when not in use. It reduces the risk of unauthorized access and use secure pairing methods that ensures that connections are authenticated and encrypted. So these regular updates patches vulnerabilities and enhances security, and avoid pairing in public or untrusted environments that minimizes exposure to potential attackers. Now that we have discussed the different types of Bluetooth vulnerabilities, let's explore some common Bluetooth attacks that exploit these weaknesses. So understanding these attacks can help us better protect our devices. So there are two notable examples, that is bluejacking and bluebugging. Both of these attacks highlight the potential risk associated with Bluetooth technology, even though they differ in their severity and impact. Let's dive into that and let's see what these attacks can entail. So the number one on the list is bluejacking. So bluejacking involves sending unsolicited messages to other Bluetooth enabled devices. So it works as attackers exploit the Bluetooth message feature to send anonymous messages to nearby devices without the recipient's consent. Bluejacking is relatively benign compared to other Bluetooth attacks. It typically involves sending a vCard, that is virtual business card, to the target device's Bluetooth address, which appears as a message on the victim's device. So the primary risk is the disruption and potential for spreading spam messages. And its impact is, although it's typically harmless, it can be disruptive and annoying to the recipient. And now we will come to bluebugging. So bluebugging is a more severe attack where the attacker gains control over the victim's Bluetooth enabled device. It works as attackers exploit vulnerabilities to remotely execute commands on the target device, often without the user's knowledge. And bluebugging is much more invasive. Initially, it was used to gain control over mobile phones to make calls and send messages. Over time, it has evolved to allow attackers to access and control various functions of a device, such as accessing contacts, reading messages, and even turning on the microphone to listen in on conversations. And its impact is it can lead to unauthorized access to device data, making calls, sending messages, and even eavesdropping on conversations. Now that we have covered some common Bluetooth attacks, let's take a closer look at how Bluetooth functions on Android devices. So, understanding the mechanism of Bluetooth can help us identify potential vulnerabilities and better secure our devices. So, let's see how Bluetooth works on Android devices. So, Bluetooth on Android devices enables various features like file sharing, wireless audio streaming, and connecting peripherals such as keyboards and mice. It uses short range radio waves to establish a connection between devices. So, this process typically involves discovery, pairing, and communication phases. However, these conveniences come with risk. Attackers can exploit vulnerabilities during these phases to gain unauthorized access to these devices. So, understanding the mechanics of Bluetooth helps identify potential weak points and reinforce the importance of securing these connections. So, having explored how Bluetooth works on Android devices, it's crucial to understand the real world impact of these vulnerabilities. So, we'll discuss examples of Bluetooth attacks and the severe consequences they can have on personal data and device security. So, let's see the impacts. So, the real world examples of Bluetooth attacks demonstrate how easily devices can be compromised. For instance, the BlueBorne attack allows hackers to take control of devices without user interaction, while bias attacks can enable unauthorized access by impersonating trusted devices. These vulnerabilities can lead to unauthorized access to sensitive information, such as contacts and messages, or control over the device's functions. The consequences can be severe, including data breaches, privacy violations, and financial losses. It highlights the critical need for robust security measures to protect against such threats. Now, we'll see the impacts. Number one is unauthorized access. So, vulnerabilities like BlueBorne allow attackers to gain control over devices without user interaction. And this can result in access to sensitive data such as contacts, messages, and personal files. Then is device control. Bluebugging enables attackers to remotely control a device, allowing them to make calls, send messages, and access various functions. This leads to significant privacy breaches and unauthorized usage. Then comes data breaches. Attacks such as bias can impersonate trusted devices, leading to unauthorized access and potential data leaks. This can cause financial loss and damage to reputation. So let's see the security measures which we can take. Number one is disable Bluetooth when not in use. Then comes use secure pairing methods. Number two is use secure pairing methods and ensure connections that are authenticated and encrypted to prevent impersonation. And then there's regular software updates and avoid public pairing and monitor paired devices. And now guys, we will have some commands to execute an attack. So let's see those commands. So the number one command is scanning for Bluetooth devices, and that will be run in Kali Linux. So the command is sudo hci tool scan. and this will scan the nearby Bluetooth devices. And then the next command is for getting information about a device, and for that we'll write sudo stp tool browse and then the device name. So this will browse available services on the target device. And now we'll see an example that is for the blue snarfing example, and this attempt or this command is to attempt to access the phone book of the target device. And you can see the command that is sudo bluesnarf -r 1200 -c1 -b and the info for the device. So with that guys, we have come to the end of this session. If you like this session, please like, share and subscribe. If you have any doubts, you can comment down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling. Whether you're a student aiming to learn today's top skills or a working professional looking to advance your career, we've got you covered. Explore our impressive catalog of certification programs in cutting-edge domains, including data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, or digitalgrams, and set yourself on the path to career success. Click the link in the description to know more.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.